Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and this is my channel Linda T70. It's really good to have your company today. Sometimes I think when I do my introductions to my videos, I don't really sort of say what I do very much. Well, so I just thought I'd mention it in case you're new and you haven't been to my channel before. Well, first of all, welcome. And just to let you know, I go for lifestyle things, plus size fashion, shopping hauls, and sometimes a bit of DIY or a bit of crafting, a bit of gardening, you know, just those sort of general things. And my sort of demographic when I started my channel was the 70 plus age group, but that really doesn't mean anything because I think most of my viewers are in the older group, but quite a lot of people are sort of 55 plus, you know, that's mainly what I get. So, but whoever you are and however you define yourself, you are very welcome here. And as I say, it's good to have your company and I hope you enjoy the videos. I've got to apologise first of all for my last couple of videos. I'm just straightening my camera a bit. Honestly, it looks all right until you start using it. There we go. They've been ever so long and I do apologise for that because I don't really aim for around 30 minutes, but that's what I usually get. But the last two, because they included a bit of holiday type stuff, they did go on a bit. So if you did sit through and watch them all and enjoyed them, I'm very pleased about that. But this one hopefully this won't be too long. So anyway, so the main thing I've got for you today is I've got three things I ordered from Roman to show you. One of the pieces I think I won't keep because it's not really, I don't think it's quite what I thought it would be, but I will try them on nevertheless later. Oh, and I did mention on my last video, should you watch my videos in order, which I know people don't always do, that my daughter had given me a pair of mom jeans to try that didn't fit her, and they were a size 22. I don't know what size my daughter is, but I'm a size 20 as a rule, and I got them a bit further than she did, I think, but they're no good. So we're gonna try and give them to my other daughter who isn't as big, so see if she can make use of them. And the other thing from my last video is I showed you this makeup, Revolution Skin Silk, with its a luminous serum foundation, and I wasn't sure of the shade because, oh dear, sorry, I'm so sorry about all this. Here we go. I wasn't sure what shade it was because you can't really see through the bottle very easily, and the display didn't help me. If it was on there, I didn't see it. I went for F2 because there was F1, 2, 3 and 4, and it's no good for me. It was quite light. I wouldn't say it was like super light on my skin. I did half of my face. I mean, admittedly, we've all been in the sun, and I suppose my face might have a slightly more colour than it would in the middle of November or something. But I did one side of my face and left the other, and there was quite a difference in the shade. It didn't look right on me, I didn't think. So I thought to myself, well, maybe I can keep this till the winter when when your skin naturally is paler, I suppose. But when I looked in my 10 times magnified mirror, it was a bit like a close-up of the lunar landscape. All of the product was sitting in my big pores. Why the big pores? There's a joke. And I thought, oh no, it's the tried and tested Boots one that I've been using is much better for that. So yeah, I don't know, I might see if my daughter can use it, one of my daughters, because she's got fairly pale skin. The other one's got olive skin, so it's no good for her. But anyway, so I gave it a try. What else did I show you in that video? Can't even remember now. But as and when I try things, I will. Oh, there was serum, wasn't it? Some serum, and I haven't tried that yet. Oh, that was the other thing which I've put on today. The Dove face self-tanning lotion. So I said that I've got some of the bigger bottles that are aimed at your body, and I think I had them from last year, but I've checked for dates and they seem to be usable still, and used by dates, and I haven't actually bothered to put any on yet. I was going to put some on my legs before I went on holiday because they're the worst bits probably, the worst of the worst, and I wasn't sure if I could put that on my face because it just says body self-tanning stuff on the label, but I bought the equivalent one that says it's for your face. So basically I put a bit of it on this morning. I mean, I don't know if I look any different. It's obviously a gradual thing, and it's been on about excuse me, about maybe only 2 hours or something, maybe 3 hours. So I don't know, but it went on okay. So I'll see if I look like a sort of mahogany wardrobe when you next see me. Oh dear. So yes, I've given that a try anyway. Yes, so today's video I've got 3 products from Roman, which I'm going to show you. I think I just said that, didn't I? I don't know. Do you know, I talk on these videos and I forget what I've said. There's just so many things bubbling around in here. I've got a dress, which I don't think I'll keep, and 2 tops. The good thing with Roman is you don't pay any delivery charges on them, but you pay I think it's either $3 or $3.99 to return them, which I think is actually quite a good way of, I think it's probably a better way of doing it, because if you buy, you know, 6 items and you've paid delivery and perhaps you want it a bit sooner. I mean, Roman are pretty good on their delivery times. Just as a PS on this though, in the summertime you do probably have to wait a day or 2 more from most people because people are, you know, staff are on holiday, but I'm sure you know that. But yes, so I will return something, so I will pay £3 or £3.99, whatever it is, but I don't mind, because if you pay a delivery charge, it's quite often more than that, isn't it? Sometimes it's a lot more if you want a very quick delivery, so I'm not going to whinge about that. So the other things I was just going to mention was thank you for your comments about my previous video. That was one of them that went on a bit. As I say, I'm sorry about that. I don't even know what I was going on about in that one. That was the one where I'd taken my granddaughter to Beaconscott. Well, not just me. We went to Beaconscott Village, and what was the other thing? Can't even think what it was about. To remind myself, yes, it was that was it, wasn't it? Beaconscott, and going around the shops and having a whinge about grandchildren. A few of you said you'd be quite interested to listen to a video talking about being a grandparent, and I'm fully aware not everyone is interested in that. I'm fully aware that there are people out there who have sadness around being a grandparent for whatever reason, and there are people out there that you know, it's kind of, it's a difficult subject. You see, my take on is I don't think I am a very good grandparent. So, and I did a little exercise with my children and my grandchildren, some of them anyway, just to see how I'm scoring on that. And it was quite interesting. So just going to have a little chat about that. I don't want to, on this channel, I don't want to take anything too seriously. But a lot of you seem to be quite interested in that, so I should try and do that for Friday. I've written a few things down here because, as I say, I keep, honestly, even with things written down, I'm forgetting stuff, aren't I? Oh, honestly, this morning, you know, my car situation when I got locked out. Well, I didn't get locked out of my car, but I couldn't get into my car, so I had to climb all over the seats. Excuse me, I shared that miserable story with you, didn't I? And honestly, this morning, you just can't really beg a belief sometimes. sometimes you just think, well, why do these things happen? I took my dogs out, and on the way round, my car's parked round the side of our house. So I took my shopping bags that I'd used over the weekend because we had a family barbecue, and I took them to go back in my car. So I've got the dogs on the lead, and they're on a splitter lead, and they don't really like, as I've said before, if you're a regular you'll know, going in my car very much. I don't think it's a reflection of our driving, they just don't like it, especially one of them. And they have to be coaxed a bit. So I have to, when they know if I go to the car, they think, oh, she's going to shove us in the back of that. So I was trying to open the door with the carrier bags, so bags within a bag, holding my keys, and the dogs were pulling the other way because they don't like it. And it's very hot today, so I was very mindful. I didn't want to keep them by the car for very long because there's not much shade there. So there's cars parked either side of my car, but I managed, I opened the door and I shoved the bags in, and then one fell out, and then, this whole train of events started that ended with me dropping my key ring with all my keys on it down the side of the seat, between the seat and the door. Now you might think, so, but honest to God, it took me 10 minutes to get the blooming things out. The dogs were pulling me this way. The keys were in such a place that I could get them, but I couldn't move them. I couldn't get them out. I suppose it's because, I don't know if I haven't got my keys here, but you have stuff on your key ring, don't you? I mean, obviously you have keys. But I don't even know why. I've got a padlock that you put on a suitcase. I've got one of those on my key ring. I've got no idea. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've got no idea why I thought that was a good idea. But I tell you, on a situation like today, it didn't really help at all. So I'm kind of sort of, I got a biro. There was a biro in the thing inside the door, so I got that out, tried to hook them on that with the dogs pulling me this way. Then the biro snapped, so that was really helpful. I thought, well, if I readjust the position of the seat, maybe that'll help. So I moved it forward, and that didn't help at all. They were still stuck fast. And all the time I'm getting hotter and sweatier, and I'm thinking, oh, my fake tan on my face will come off. No, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking my poor dog's standing there. And I thought, what do I do? Do I go and take them out for a walk, and so I can get them back in the shade indoors and leave my car unlocked, and then deal with it? And I thought, with just my luck, someone will come along and pinch my car. Do I manhandle the dogs into the car so I can, because I was getting flustered because of them, really. And then I pushed the seat into another position. No luck. And then eventually I managed to get hold of them, and it was like, it was just quite stressful, really. Managed to get these blooming keys out, lock my car and walk off for the walk. But it's just like something, it's sod's law, isn't it? Sometimes things, just stupid little things happen to you, and they cause you a lot of anxiety and make you anxious because they're causing you anxiety. And then, of course, you're walking the dogs on a hot morning. I think it was about 10:30 when I took them out, which was a little bit later than I wanted. But we sort of hop between all the shade, and I don't take them on their normal walk on a hot day because there's a lot of pavement involved. And the way the sun moves over, I know exactly where it's going to be shady, so they're not in too much mode. But anyway, we got back all right, and I don't know, it's just my luck, really. I should steer clear of cars, really, shouldn't I? I think this is the thing. Right, I'm going to now show you, just look at what I've written down here. I'm just going to show you what these look like. As I say, it is hot today, so I'm going to put the dress on first because it's an autumn type thing, and it's jersey, and it's got long sleeves, and I think it will be not on me for very long, but I don't think that one's going to work. I might be surprised, but I don't think so. I might as well just show you them first. So I'll show you the dress first. I know you're thinking, for goodness sake, Linda, get on with it. So this is a kind of a lightweight jersey dress from Roman. Okay, black with a white design on it. And it had lots of elements that I thought, oh, we like this, don't we, us ladies? So it's got a V-neck, it's got long sleeves, and it's kind of A-line. And I thought, when I looked at the model in the picture, I'm always assuming, I'm 5'7", in case you don't know, and I'm always assuming that models are at least 5'9". So where the dress came to on the model, I thought if I add a bit more for me, it probably will be below my knee, which is okay. I haven't tried it on yet, and I might be wrong, but I just don't think it's quite long enough. I don't know if they chose the shortest model that they had available that day to show you this, but it doesn't look very long, but I'll give that a go. If you want to know, because I know some of you need to know about fabrics, what have we got here? Size 20. It's 96 viscose and 4% elastane, and you can't double dry it if you want to know that. Second thing I chose, well, the other two things are tops. I quite like the look of this. So we've got, it's quite thin, and it's that fabric that I don't think it's going to crease. We've got what looks like a kind of cap sleeve, probably. Where does a cap sleeve end and another sort of sleeve start? I don't know. I don't know all the names of all the sleeves. I mean, this I've got on today, I would say, is that a cap sleeve or is that just a, sorry, can't read. I don't know. Anyway, you'll see when I put it on, won't you? So this is a black and white, this sort of kind of Aztec design that's been doing the rounds this year. And this one is a size 20, and it's 100% polyester. So I thought this was kind of a nice autumnal top. I know we're only in August, but so this I'm recording this the first half of August 2024, and but I don't know. Actually, I quite look forward to the autumn. I think it's my favourite season. But anyway, that's another story. We got a round neck here and a sort of a band thing at the bottom. I don't know what it'll look like, but I'm going to just try these on with a pair of jeans in a minute. And the one I like the best really is, but I don't know if it's just a bit too much, it's like a tunic top thing. And I think I've seen this on Roma's website over quite a while. And I thought, oh, I'll just give it a try. So you can see the pretty colours, oranges and greens and whatnot. A bit of this sort of fabric. This is sort of sneaking into clothes as well, isn't it? This sort of, it's not really lace, is it? Mind you, this sort of stuff's been around for years, hasn't it? With a kind of flary bit there. A tie bit at the front, which I probably wouldn't tie up, and a frill thing at the bottom. I don't know how long this is on me or whether it's going to be worth keeping or not, but I will try these on and I will get back to you in a minute. So this is the dress. Obviously I'll show you in a second. It is too short, and I don't know that I feel massively comfortable in it, but I appreciate your comments on this one. Let's just move the camera down a little bit. So it's got one of these pleats or vents in the front, which I've always find a lot of styles are like this now. And unless you're careful, I think it can make you look even bigger than you are from the side. This is a sort of a side view of it. The sleeves are long, they're not quite down to my wrist, but I think on most people they'd be down to the wrist. V-neck, quite like that. Right, so it's just hitting my knees. I don't know, let me know what you think about that, because I suppose it would look quite nice if you're like me and don't have nice legs, or don't think you've got nice legs. By the way, this blooming sticky uppy bit's doing it again, isn't it? Oh dear, sorry. I suppose the answer would be to wear opaque tights, but I don't really do that because I don't go out to work. I tend to stick to comfortable stuff, leggings, jeans, that sort of thing. If I was going out for an occasion, I might do that and perhaps wear some boots with it, which I think would look nice. But I don't know if I'm going to get the use out of it. So it's a little bit of crease from the packet, but I mean, you know, I don't think it's going to be too bad. I just don't know that it's me. So I'll give you one more look and then you can let me know what you think, because I know you like to tell me and I do appreciate your comments. Right, I shall try the next thing now. Right, I'm not sure what I think of this. Again, your comments are welcome. So I've just pulled it over my head and left the thingy bob tied up, so you can see what it looks like that. That's how I think I'd naturally want to wear it, so it gives the impression of a V. I shall walk back and see what you think. Side view. I think it sort of goes in a bit at the waist, so the old behind sticks out. I don't know if that matters, if it looks dreadful. I'd like to know if you think so. Sleeves are nice. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so we've just got the one more top to go, and let me know what you think about this one. Do you know, I forgot to tell you how much these products were, didn't I? The dress was, so that was curved floral print v-neck pleated. All of these are size 20 and that was £25. The print lace smock, the one that I just tried on with the orange, that was £24. And this is a curved stripe print border hem top, size 20 again, £16. I think I quite like this. It's funny, when I was away with the family on holiday, and I did tell one of my commenters about this, because Roman liked to put plenty of these ticket things on labels, so there's usually one at the top and there's one on the hem. And I took some of the tops that I've shown you previously on my hauls, and this particular one was a nice blue and green one, and I really like that top. I've enjoyed wearing that. And when I came home, we'd been out all day, and after we came back to our lodge after dinner and I got ready for bed, I realised that the top label was still on it. Now, I don't think it was, if it had been positioned in the same place as this, you know, hanging out, I would have noticed it, obviously. I'd taken the one off the bottom, but I forgot about this one, so it must have been just like this all day. I mean, no one said anything to me, so I'm assuming nobody noticed, because if a complete stranger had noticed, they might be inclined to say something, but if one of our kids had noticed, I'm sure they would have said something. But and then I don't know whether it was it must have been from the same top, because I'd showered in the morning, but a little white ticket was stuck on my shoulder, and I kept sort of seeing it and thinking it was just a bit of something that had landed. But it was actually stuck fast to me, so that must have been from the inside of it as well. So yes, make sure that you take all your tags off when you decide to keep something, I think, is the answer to that. I quite like this, I think. Right, so here we are. It's quite nice and long. It's nice and loose. Side view. It's a really creaky bit of floor over there, and I never notice it until I do a video. Sleeves have got the sort of contrasting direction border on. Let me turn this down a bit, prepare for the creak. Whoops. And I think it's quite a nice length. I thought it might be too long. It goes down a bit at the sides, if you can see. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what you think of that. So yes, this was £16. I think that's pretty good for the price for top. The dress was £25, and the smock top was £24. There was some reduction on it, but it doesn't actually tell you what on this, so I can't tell you, and I've looked on my phone and I can't see it either. So apart from one thing, I think there was £6 knocked off of it, but as you know, you can quite often get good discounts from Roman. So yes, let me know what you think about this one, and I shall be back with you in just a moment. I don't know if you're interested. I thought I'd just show you the dress I'm wearing today. You might have seen this if you'd seen me go through my wardrobe a few months ago. I think I got it from Simply Be. What I like about it is it doesn't show your fat bits on your stomach too much, because it's flared. It has coverage here too. I mean, my arms, they're never going to be great, but you know, I feel a bit more confident wearing something that covers up there. Doesn't have pockets. I don't even know if it's still available, and I don't know who made it, but I just thought I'd show you, because it's not often you see me in a summer dress, really. Yeah, sort of a patchwork design. Just thought I'd show you. Well, I hope you were interested in those 3 items, and I look forward to hearing your comments. I thought before I went, I mean, I hope this video hasn't gone on for ages. Sometimes it does seem like it, doesn't it? Yeah, we've finished most of our summer of sport now, so woo. I did find quite a lot of the Olympics quite interesting though. I like things that are kind of visual, I suppose. So the synchronized swimming, the diving, gymnastics. I even watched, there was a London girl who was in the weightlifting. She was on yesterday and she got a medal. They did a feature on our local news about her before she went. Yeah, I mean, good coverage. I did watch a bit of the I did watch a bit of the closing ceremony with the bit where Tom Cruise was on it, honestly. I mean, I get it, Hollywood and Los Angeles in 4 years' time, I do get it. But, I don't know. Bless him. I suppose his mum loves him. Yeah, so I did quite enjoy that, and we did really well. I think, did we get something like, I don't even want to guess. I was going to say 63, but I think it might be more than that. We got quite a few medals, so we did well. And, you know, go our athletes, really. They did a magnificent job. The other thing I was going to mention, what was the other thing I was going to mention? Oh, I know what I was going to say, was I don't know if this is something you might just want to keep in the comments, because I know I always get the same people commenting to me, and I do enjoy reading all your comments, or whether, you know, it's just something food for thought, really. But something occurs to me, nothing related to anything I've spoken about today. But myself and current husband, we keep when you talk in our normal language, do you have things that you say that make you immediately think of a pop song or a song? And I wrote down a couple of examples for you so you know what I mean. And if you've got any other examples that you find funny, or you find you and your family or whatever saying, do let me know, because there must be hundreds of these things. So this is an example. So, for example, if somebody says, well, isn't it ironic? And then when one of us or someone in our presence say that, me and current husband go, it's like rain on your wedding day, because, you know, it's that Alana Morissette song. Also, if you're asking something about something, or they're trying to remember and they say it means nothing to me, Vienna, Ultravox. And then a lot of times, somebody said it yesterday on the telly, I was working as a, and then you want to say waitress in a cocktail bar, don't you? That was Human League song. And a little bit more contemporary, maybe. When someone says, I was just thinking out loud, and I just think of Ed Sheeran, you know, that song he did. So they do make us chuckle, really, these things, and it's over and over again. The people, if you tune into it, this sort of thing happens all the time. And I thought maybe you might have lots of examples that you could share with me in the comments if you want to. And the last thing I was just going to say today, one of the things coming up we're going to be doing, I know I've mentioned this before, was we're going to build an open wardrobe storage area in our bedroom. And the current husband's quite good. He's quite handy with, he can make stuff, you know, he can build things, and which is jolly useful. It's really the only reason I keep him. But so we went up in the boudoir with a pad and a biro, and I suggested to him what I was thinking, and he suggested some other stuff. And I thought you'd like to see our plan for our open wardrobe. It's really professional, isn't it? Can you see that? That is brilliant. But we'll work from this, and it'll probably be like that, or it'll be better than that. But yeah, we're just going up with a few measurements and a few ideas. I mean, you pay an architect hundreds of pounds to do that for you, wouldn't you? Or a designer, hundreds of pounds to do that. Bit of paper, bit of lined paper makes it even more difficult to read, of course. But we like the challenge. So I'm hoping we might get started on that in a couple of weeks, because I'd like to get that done by the end of September. And that will, because I've got so much stuff around now. When my son eventually moves out, which I don't know how long that'll be. I mean, he's welcome to stay here, of course, but I want to have a room where I can do my videos and I can do my craft, and I get my sewing machine put up, which I haven't been able to do. So there'll be a bit of change around and a few more sort of room decorations around that time. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Anyway, that's it for now. Great to have your company. Thank you if you've stuck to the end of this video. I hope it's not like 50 minutes or anything like the other one was. And I'm sorry I kept forgetting what I was talking about. I look forward to seeing you at the end of the week with other things to talk about. So you take care. I don't think I've forgotten anything. You take care. See you very soon. Bye bye for now.